Hello students, welcome to the ninth video on the topic surface chemistry. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, आतापर्यंत आपण सरफेस केमिस्ट्रीवरती 8 व्हिडिओ बघितलेले आहेत. हे पहा, लॉकडाऊनचा पिरियड आहे, अभ्यासाला खूप चांगली संधी आहे. वेळ वाया घालवू नका, भरपूर अभ्यास करा, याच्यावरचे MCQ सॉल्व करा, टॉपिक वाचा, टॉपिकचे नोट्स काढा, वरचेवर लिहून काढा आणि चांगल्या पद्धतीनं अभ्यास करा. तर या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण कोलायडल पार्टिकलचे किंवा कोलायडल सोल्युशनचे आणखीन काही प्रॉपर्टीजचा अभ्यास करणार आहोत. तर आज आपण सुरुवातीला टिंडाल इफेक्ट म्हणजे काय याचा स्टडी करणार आहे. तर टिंडाल इफेक्ट ही ऑप्टिकल प्रॉपर्टी आहे, ऑप्टिकल प्रॉपर्टी. सो ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. दिस इज one glass bottle in which colloidal solution is taken. This is another glass bottle in which true solution is taken. This is light source. A beam of light is passed through colloidal solution and true solution. When a beam of light is passed through colloidal solution, its path becomes visible. Its path becomes visible. But when the same light is passed through true solution, then its path is not visible. Beam of light is not visible. So scattering of light by colloidal particle is called Tyndall effect. Scattering of light by colloidal particle is called Tyndall effect. So this effect, the cone of light which becomes visible is known as Tyndall cone. The cone of light which becomes visible is known as Tyndall cone. So scattering of light by colloidal particles is called Tyndall effect. This is optical property of colloidal solution. In case of true solution, complete darkness is observed because the particle size of true solution are very small than the wavelength of the visible light. So this Tyndall effect is useful to distinguish between colloidal solution and true solution. To distinguish between colloidal solution and true solution. This Tyndall effect is useful to count the number of colloidal particles in the solution and to determine the size of the colloidal particle So this is about Tyndall effect. याच्यावरती MCQ विचारले जातील किंवा बोर्डाच्या परीक्षेत राईट अ नोट ऑन Tyndall इफेक्ट असाही प्रश्न विचारला जाईल. अतिशय सोपा पॉइंट आहे. त्यानंतर पुढचा पॉइंट मी एक्सप्लेन करतोय, ब्राउनियन मोमेंट, ज्याला ब्राउनियन मोशन असं म्हटलेलं आहे. ही जी प्रॉपर्टी आहे ही कायनेटिक प्रॉपर्टी आहे, कायनेटिक प्रॉपर्टी. So try to understand. The colloidal particles are always in motion. they move in all directions. They move in all directions. The zigzag motion of colloidal solution in random directions is called Brownian movement or Brownian motion. Robert Brown discovered this property of colloidal solution. So, this is kinetic property of colloidal solution. The zigzag motion of colloidal particles in random direction is called Brownian moment. This motion or this moment is observed because bombardment of colloidal particles with the molecules of dispersion medium. This effect is observed due to bombardment of colloidal particles with the molecules of the dispersion medium. The colloidal particles possess kinetic energy due to collision with molecules of dispersion medium, with the molecules of dispersion medium. Now you see, this Brownian moment depends upon viscosity of the solution. It is more rapid in less viscous solution. Brownian moment is more rapid in less viscous solution. Second, temperature. If temperature is large, then Brownian motion is more. If temperature is more, Brownian motion or Brownian moment is more. Third, size of particles. If colloidal particles are smaller in size, then Brownian moment is more. So, we studied two important properties, Tyndall effect and Brownian moment. So, in this Tyndall effect, I want to tell you one more point. Tyndall effect is observed due to difference in refractive indices of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Tyndall effect is observed due to difference in refractive indices of dispersed phase and dispersion medium. If this is clear, then I explain the next point of colloid. So you know that colloidal particles carry positive or negative charge. We are going to study charge on the colloidal particle and origin of charge on colloidal particle. So first I am going to explain charge. I write the heading charge and origin of charge on colloidal particle. So try to remember, colloidal particles carry either positive or negative charge. This charge is due to preferential adsorption of other ions on the surface of colloidal particle. The charge on the colloidal particle is due to adsorption of oppositely charged ion on its surface. Suppose if ferric hydroxide sol is prepared, FeOH thrice. This is ferric hydroxide sol or colloidal particle. This particle adsorbs Fe3 plus ions on its surface and it becomes positively charged. It becomes positively charged. I shall give you another example. Arsenious sulfide, As2S3 sol. This is arsenic sulfide sol. This sol adsorbs S2 minus ion on its surface and it becomes negatively charged. It becomes negatively charged. So this is a beaker which contains sodium iodide solution. So I represent here NaI solution which is present in excess amount. To this solution, when we add AgNO3 solution, AgNO3, what happens? Sodium iodide we have taken in excess amount and silver nitrate is added in small amount. Silver nitrate combines with sodium iodide which is we have taken in excess amount. Reaction takes place, silver iodide is produced. So this is silver iodide which is in colloidal form, Iodide ions are present in excess quantity. Therefore, I minus ions are adsorbed on the surface of silver iodide, and the colloidal particle becomes negatively charged. 1 minute. I give you another example. Suppose this is one glass beaker. In this beaker, I have taken silver nitrate solution, and we are adding small amount of sodium iodide. What happens? Silver nitrate combines with sodium iodide. Here, silver nitrate is taken in excess amount of silver nitrate is taken. The colloidal precipitate of silver iodide is produced. This is colloidal silver iodide. On this, Ag plus ions are adsorbed. On the surface of colloidal particle, Ag plus ions are adsorbed. So, in this way, colloidal particles carry either positive or negative charge. The charge is due to preferentiable adsorption of oppositely charged ion on the surface of colloidal particle. So this is the reason why colloidal particles possess positive or negative charge. Again, due to same charge, colloidal particles repel each other. Again, colloidal particles are surrounded by molecules of dispersion medium. Therefore, colloidal particles do not aggregate or settle. Thus, the charge on the colloidal particle is responsible for the stability of the soul. The charge on the colloidal particle is responsible for the stability of the soul. So, this is important point. Colloidal particles carry either positive or negative charge on it. The charge is due to preferentiable adsorption of oppositely charged ions. If it is clear, then I am going to explain electrical properties. So here I represent electrophoresis. This is also known as cataphoresis. So this is electrical property of colloidal solution. I represent here one U tube. This is U tube. In this U tube, colloidal solution is taken. So here I represent colloidal solution. This is colloidal solution in which colloidal particles are present. In both the arm above the solution, little amount of water is added. So here water is added. Two platinum electrodes are immersed in this solution. These are two platinum electrodes. Two platinum electrodes are immersed in water. These are connected to the source of light. Suppose this is positive electrode, this is negative electrode. We are discussing electrophoresis or cataphoresis. So I think up to this point everything will be clear. On passing electric current, it is found that the level of colloidal solution in one arm decreases and in another arm the level of colloidal solution increases. On applying electric field, the level of colloidal solution decreases in one arm and rises in another arm. Colloidal particles carry either positive or negative charge. Therefore, they migrate towards oppositely charged electrode, towards oppositely charged electrode. Suppose these colloidal particles are positively charged, they migrate towards negatively charged electrode. So this method is useful to determine the charge on the colloidal particle. If colloidal particles migrate towards negatively charged electrode, then they are positively charged. If colloidal particles migrate towards positive electrode, then they are negatively charged. They are negatively charged. So the point will be important for 1 or 2 marks. What is electrophoresis? The migration of colloidal particles under the influence of electric field is called under the influence of electric field towards oppositely charged electrode is called electrophoresis or cataphoresis. Cataphoresis. So this is about electrical property, that is electrophoresis. This method is useful to determine the charge on the colloidal particle. This technique is also useful to separate protein mixture. This method is useful in electrode deposition of rubber on wood, cloth, metal, etc. In electrode deposition of rubber on wood, metal, cloth, etc. So this is about electrophoresis or cataphoresis. It is used to remove smoke and dust particles from the chimney gases. धुराड्यामधून जी धुराड्यामधून जो धूर जातो किंवा जे कार्बन पार्टिकल्स असतात त्यांचं प्रेसिपिटेशन करण्यासाठी या इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस टेक्निकचा वापर करतात. आपण हे जे स्मोक प्रेसिपिटेशन आहे याचा स्टडी कोलाइडचं ॲप्लिकेशन पाहताना आपण करणार आहोत. तर इलेक्ट्रोफोरेसिस जर क्लिअर असेल तर मी आजचा शेवटचा पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन करणार आहे, इलेक्ट्रोऑस्मॉसिस. हे पहा, अशीच मेथड आहे. हे एक यू शेप्ड ट्यूब मी घेतो आणि या ट्यूब मध्ये आपण काय केलंय, इथं सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन ठेवलंय. सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. दिस इज सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन. आणि याच्यामध्ये आपण कोलायडल सोल्यूशन भरलेलं आहे. कोलायडल सोल्यूशन. इथं 2 इलेक्ट्रोड डिप केलेत आणि त्यातून आपण इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास करतोय, पॉझिटिव्ह, निगेटिव्ह. सो ट्राय टू अंडरस्टँड. हियर इज सेमी परमिएबल membrane. One important point I am going to explain. Remember this point. It is really very important. So you know that colloidal particles carry either positive or negative charge. But remember, the dispersion medium also carries equal and opposite charge on their particles. हे पहा, जो पॉझिटिव्ह किंवा निगेटिव्ह चार्ज कोलायडल पार्टिकल वरती असतो तेवढाच अपोजिट चार्ज डिस्पर्शन मीडियमवरती असतो. हे पहा, या कोलायडल सोल्युशनमधून जर आपण इलेक्ट्रिक करंट पास केलं तर हे कोलायडल पार्टिकल अपोजिटली चार्ज इलेक्ट्रोडकडं मायग्रेट व्हायला सुरुवात होतील. मात्र काय होईल, इथं सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेन असल्यामुळं त्यांचा मार्ग ब्लॉक होईल. हे जे कोलायडल पार्टिकल आहेत, हे कोलायडल पार्टिकल सेमी परमिएबल मेम्ब्रेनमधून पास होणार नाहीत. त्यावेळी काय होतंय पहा, हे जे डिस्पर्शन मीडियम आहे, हे डिस्पर्शन मीडियम मूव्ह व्हायला सुरुवात होईल. डिस्पर्शन मीडियम. This process is called electroosmosis. This process is called electroosmosis. When dispersed phase colloidal particles are unable to move or unable to migrate due to semi-permeable membrane, at that time dispersion medium starts moving. Dispersion medium particles pass through this membrane because their particle size is very small. This process is called electroosmosis. Today I am going to stop here. We have studied what is Tyndall effect, what is Brownian moment, why charge on colloidal particle is present, and electrical properties, cataphoresis or electroosmosis. We shall study some more points in this topic in next video. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Thank you so much.